Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to review The Third, The Girl with the Blue Eye from Kodakawa Pictures USA and Nozomi Entertainment, which is part of Right Stuf Entertainment. Nozomi is the production company side of RightStuf.com. So one thing that really made me happy when I saw this is a real box. This isn't a paper box. This isn't paper. I mean, this is a real 100% box. So as you can hear, that's a real box. So here's your front, here's your back. Now this is a thin pack, so each one of the discs is thin, so they kept all the original six discs, covers, and backs, but there's no artwork on the inside, which kind of made me a little disappointed that there was no artwork on the inside, but it's not a big downer. So I'm going to put that all away, and if I can shove it all in there, somehow, some way, there we go. Anyways, the story of the show is that there is a big war that happens on some planet that's never told, and it involves humans, and they pretty much almost wipe each other out. People are left behind, and obviously the whole world is destroyed. I mean, it's nothing more than a desert. And so this species called the Third comes in, and they never tell you where they come from, but anyways, they come in, and why they're called the Third is that they have a red eye right here that lets them control technology and everything with their minds. So it's like having their own little computer shoved inside their brains, which is pretty cool. And their eyes are red, so you're wondering, what's the blue eye? Well, that comes in the form of the main character named Honoka. Now, Honoka is a freelance kind of adventurer that'll do any job as long as it involves not killing humans. She has a vow not to kill humans. So, and she's played by Anne Moreau, who I've heard her more about once or twice, so I really can't say too much about her acting talent, but it was a really good job in this show. She's joined by her tank, who has an AI called Buggy, and you think, okay, it's an AI, ooh, it's not going to be really that important. But Buggy is her guardian, her protector. Even before he became the AI for the tank, he was already an AI that was already watching over her previously in her life. And he is played by James Leon, who does a fantastic job. I've heard his voice a lot in Fate Stay Night, Tales of Vesperia, and in Turtle Sonata, so he does a really good job in those games and anime, and he has a very nice voice. The other kind of important character is East. It's A-S-K or A-I-K. I-S-K or I-K-S. I really don't know how to pronounce it. In the show they pronounce it correctly. I can't pronounce it to save my life. And he's played by Stephen Cannon. He's a mysterious young man that shows up at the end of the very first episode. He's in for the rest of the series, and he plays a really big part. I can't say what, so I'll leave it up to you guys to find out. They're joined along by a teacher later on in the series called Pipe, who is played by Carol Jake Bands, because I can't pronounce her last name, but it's Carol Jake Bands. She does a really good job. Let's just say she has some interest in Honoka, but I can't say what that interest is either, because I really don't know myself, but I can at least say she gets a little bit more involved than what you would think for a woman to a woman relationship. They're also joined by, now, he's not actually going into the missions or anything, but when she comes back into town, when Honoka comes back into town from all her missions, she always needs her tank repaired or something to be looked at, and she's joined, the mechanic that she always goes to is called Joey, who's played by Sam Riegel, and Sam Riegel was the co-director on the project, and his, you might know him as Donatello, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Tales of Vesperia, Eternal Sonata, where he was the director for that, and he's in a lot of Bandai, ADV, and Viz type of stuff, so if you ever get anything from LA, you know you're going to get Sam Riegel, who also does acting as a normal profession too. He's a stage actor and writer for those types of things, and he also works in Hollywood, so it's really nice to get a well-rounded actor who does a lot of projects to come in on this too. So he does a really good job. I forgot to mention it, yeah. Now, one thing that does make the show neat is that it has a narrator who doesn't just do openings and ending narration, he also does narration throughout this show at certain points, and what makes it neat is that it feels like you're watching a manga which is being narrated to you by someone else, and it's a really nice time to see that. And he's narrated by Michael Alston Bailey, who I've heard once or twice, but I really can't say too much on his acting experience either. So you guys need to get out there a little bit more so I can hear you guys. One of the other things is, so that's all the good guys. Now there's three bad guys / good guys. The main person to focus on, bad guy wise, is Joganki, who's one of the third, and he's a high-ranking member, and he has interest in Honoka as well. I think there's a love interest there, but he mainly wants her to join the third because of her power. She's very special girl in comparison to other normal people. And he is played by Patrick Seitz, who is in Warcraft, StarCraft, Ragnar the Blood Edge, and Blaze Blue. You can hear him as Germany and Italia, so he's done a lot of projects between LA and Houston and Dallas, so he's well-rounded, and you can hear him in a lot of projects. The next person is Fila Marquis, who is played by Allison James. She's in a lot of shows. You've probably heard her in a lot of things, video games and anime-wise. She's very talented. What shows she's been in, I can't really say, but her character in this is that she's the counter to Joganki in the third. Joganki is very much involved with human affairs in that nature, so he wants to join, he wants Honoka to join, and she doesn't want Honoka to join because I think she likes Joganki. So then the other character is Bluebreaker. Now Bluebreaker is a robot that enforces the third's policies, and he's voiced by Liam O'Brien, who's one of the other co-directors, and Liam O'Brien can be heard in Fate Stay Night and Tales of Vesperia and Eternal Sonata. So he does a lot of video games and anime, and he also normally does them with Sam Riegel. So Sam Riegel and Liam O'Brien usually are together in most projects that I've seen, at least from my watching. Other notable voice actors are Katley Bear, Noah Fergie, William Frederick, Rachel Lilius, and Agner and Deb, and many more talented voice actors that are in the show. So you have a lot of good, it's a very good talented mix of what is out there to be watched. I would say pick this up if you like action, drama, sci-fi, and romance. It's all mixed in there. It's really well played, well drawn out, and you're going to like what you get. Now you can pick that up at rightstuff.com and now that's with one F, not two, so it's one F. And you can pick that up for $40 as a thin pack or $80 for the original box set. And if you spend over $50 at rightstuff.com, you can also have your order shipped to you for free as long as it's over $50. So if you're looking at the $40 box set, why don't you think about maybe picking up one more little item, see if that'll get your total up and get you your free shipping. So, you know, also remember taxes also are included in your order depending on where you live in the United States. Or Canada, depending on where it is. In Canada, it's, I think, more money for your free shipping. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Go to rightstuff.com, pick that up, and have a great day.